Imagine being locked inside your own home with no way to escape, and the one person you love and trust more than anything else in the whole wide world is chasing you around your own home armed with a sharp knife, hell-bent on murdering you, ending your life. So tell me, what would you do? Olivia Bergstrom was born in Boston, Massachusetts, USA, on the 3rd of November in the year of 1997. Her parents, David and Kirsten, would go on to raise 5 healthy and happy children, and with Olivia being the only female sibling, her 4 brothers and both parents loved her fiercely. As a young girl, Olivia would soon develop an empathic and kind personality, with an ever-growing love for horses, animals and wildlife. She was also a gifted artist with a very intelligent mindset. She adored the outdoors, especially being near the mountains and the water. Sadly, her father David and mother Kirsten would later separate, but still keep in an amicable relationship to ensure that all 5 children had an energetic, stable and secure, happy upbringing. Olivia had many aunties and uncles and was very close to her grandparents, especially her grandfather. Olivia attended the Holliston High School and graduated with flying colours in 2015. Her grandfather described her as a smart and vibrant and beautiful young woman with a bright and brilliant future ahead of her. And yeah, he was right. Olivia was a sweet and kind, caring, gentle young teenager who had never met a horse she couldn't charm and win over. She looked after herself, eating the right foods, and was super passionate about living a healthy lifestyle. Olivia loved her family and her education, and she loved planning ahead for the future. And she also became the proud owner of her new best friend, her dog, Scarlett. Olivia's mother Kirsten said that she was an unbelievably cute toddler with spiral curls, and that she watched her grow into a flower girl and then morphing into a precious, amazing, focused young woman. Olivia in her teens loved spending time in the farm barns, taking care of the horses and spending time with her own horse, Thunder. In fact, Olivia loved animals so much, she made the conscious decision to become vegan and improve her vegan cooking skills as part of her healthy eating routine. Olivia then enrolled at the Wentworth Institution of Technology to pursue a degree in interior design, with the intention to graduate in the year of 2020. One of Olivia's Instagram posts read, "Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go for it, because what the world needs is people who come alive." And yeah, just a short while later, Olivia stated on her public Facebook profile that she had been dating 24-year-old Ben Walsh since December the 16th, 2015. So who's Ben Walsh? Well, Ben previously attended the Grove City College in Grove City, Pennsylvania, and he was somewhat of a troubled fellow, you could say, who had an extensive relationship with smoking drugs and drinking. His Instagram profile was always busy with edgy posts like, "Screw society, screw the government, no rules, make war not love," and things like waging war on the promotion of external aesthetics and boundless love, whatever that means. But the most important point I'm trying to make here is that at this particular point in his life, he was putting himself through some hard and trying tough times. And by looking at his social statements, this was apparent and easy to see. Ben also had a keen interest in knives, regularly posting them on his social media. He also had a tattoo of the Triforce symbol from the game Zelda tattooed on his hand. And even though Ben was a complex character, his relationship with Olivia proved to have a positive effect on him. Just months into their relationship, Ben's Instagram feed turned more nature, as he was now posting pictures of wild mushrooms, cute plants and flowers, and nice memories with Olivia ever since the relationship began. The pair were so happily in love and both seemed so happy together, and they were. They would spend days out together at the beach and book romantic weekends away together, and yeah, everything seemed perfect. It was a beautiful tale of 2 completely different people coming from different walks of life, coming together, beating the odds, and finding happiness within each other's arms. Right? Well, no. Because during the first stages of their fast-moving and intimate relationship, Ben was hiding many dark secrets from Olivia, such as his frequent struggle with substance abuse and his unhealthy addiction with the odd, Mary Jane. And that's not to mention an unhealthy interest in collecting knives and having a short temper with schizophrenic traits. These worries would have raised huge red flags for Olivia, of that I'm sure, and raised serious concern. And if all that wasn't bad enough, Ben forgot to mention that he'd also been sectioned a couple of times at the local psychiatric facility. And even though the couple were happily in love, these dark hidden personality traits could potentially be a real threat to Olivia further down the line. About a year or so into the relationship, Ben decided to sit Olivia down on the sofa and tell her about the reoccurring behavioural problems he's been dealing with. He was honest and transparent and very open with his feelings towards her. And even though this was a shock to Olivia, and given the fact that she was a gentle soul, she decided to stay with him and support him with all of his emotional needs. You see, Olivia really loved Ben and he loved her, and as I mentioned earlier, they more or less did everything together. And so it came as no surprise to both families when the couple decided to move into an apartment together, and that's exactly what they did. The couple moved into a third floor apartment in Needham, and things appeared to be going just great. And in October in 2017, Ben left a note for Olivia in the apartment that they shared. It read, "Olivia, my love, may you forever be filled with healing, strength, and the fullness of life. You are my brightest light. Always yours, Ben." 3 months later, on the 14th of January in 2018 on Instagram, he then posted an image with captions, "I see myself growing old with you. You give me roots. You let me bloom." Now how cute is that? I know, right? Like, you can't mess with true love. And by February 2018, Olivia turned 20 years old, finding full-time employment as a manager working in a plant-based organic smoothie juice cafe. She loved her job, and yeah, Olivia had everything lined up to live a happy and peaceful and successful life. Just a quick reminder, guys, if you're enjoying this kind of content, then please hit the bell and subscribe to the channel. We upload every single week covering the most gruesome and horrific, horrifying true crime stories. And by hitting the like button, it helps the channel grow to a wider audience. So please, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. It was now the 10th of February in 2018, and just 26 days after Ben's Instagram post displaying his love for Olivia, when things would take a dramatic and tragic turn for the worst. Yeah, because Ben gave in to the hunger and temptation of eating fruits from the old tree, so to speak. Ben thought it would be a great idea to go out and get completely and utterly wasted, intoxicated on drugs and alcohol. He then returned back home and turned on his apparently beloved Olivia in an evil, cruel, violent and frenzied attack. He then struck her multiple times with a sharp object, leaving Olivia injured on the apartment floor. That same floor, she had made a secure home with crystals and other home comforts. The same home she trusted and loved and supported Ben throughout his mental illness and addictions. He then fled the scene, leaving Olivia alone. However, this clearly wasn't the end of his depraved and maladjusted behaviour. He then jumped in the car and drove to 20 Pleasant Street in Millis, a mere 20 minutes drive away from Olivia in Needham. And once there, he left the car and entered a restaurant where his family were celebrating a 70th birthday party with a meal and friendly company. He then started screaming at his own family in the restaurant, "I'm going to kill you." That's what he kept saying, that over and over. "I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you." Ben then pulls a large knife out from his jeans and runs towards the family table, kicking and lashing out at anyone who got in his way. He then attacked his own mother, stabbing her in the stomach, and then he attacked his own father, Mike, stabbing him in the stomach with the same knife. And that's when a frenzied struggle ensued, with many staff members, including Ben's own father, Mike, wrestling him down to the floor and holding him down on the ground until the police came. The authorities arrived quickly, and after assessing the scene, both parents were immediately sent to hospital for emergency treatment. Both parents suffered deep and open wounds and were now heavily bleeding from the stomach. Thankfully, both did survive the attack, thanks to the brilliance of the medical team. Ben was quickly arrested inside the restaurant, where the police recovered 3 more knives from his person. He was then cuffed and placed in the back of a police car. And it was at this time Ben's brother told the police to make sure Olivia was okay, and with that, a unit was dispatched immediately. The officers took no time at all and rushed around to the 3rd floor apartment on Marshall Street in Needham. They knocked and banged on the front door desperately, but with no response from Olivia, the police knew that this was a clear and obvious sign that something wasn't right. They forced their way inside the property, and there on the floor jammed behind the front door was 20-year-old Olivia Bergstrom. She was found wearing next to nothing, just a pair of pink boxer shorts. The police officers checked for a pulse, but it was hopeless, as Olivia had already passed away. During the police investigation, they found blood on the kitchen floor and in the front room, and heavy blood stains on the walls, door handles, and on the staircase. Clear and obvious signs that Olivia had desperately tried to defend herself, and the autopsy revealed that Olivia had been stabbed over 30 times in a crazy frenzied attack, with wounds on her stomach and back. Ben's 70-year-old grandfather publicly said, "That awful Saturday night was not the Ben Walsh I know and love." Benjamin was also taken to the hospital after his arrest for injuries he sustained during his crazy struggle with Olivia and both of his parents. And in March in 2022 in court, he blamed everything on his mental health issues, pleading not guilty to all the charges.
From what I've seen so far, it certainly appears to be an aberration from his behavior, and it appears mental health is a significant issue in this case.
However, he was found guilty and accepted a plea deal. He was sentenced to serve life behind bars, with the opportunity to apply for parole after serving just 25 years. Olivia's beautiful grandfather, Paul, said in a statement, "Our hearts are broken at the thought of Olivia not being in our lives. She was taken from us, and our future without her, we simply cannot comprehend." And to this very day, police investigators have failed to find any reasons for why Ben committed these heinous acts. And Ben himself has never explained as to why he committed such evil crimes. My love and deepest thoughts remain with Olivia and her lovely family. And if you found this video interesting, then please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more weekly true crime videos. Bye.